So there were so many questions, we couldn't fit them all into the show. So I've got a selection of questions here that I'm going to answer now. Does strenuous exercise do more harm than good at a certain age? This is a really good question because, in short, possibly it can do. As we get older, our blood vessels are much less stretchy. And if somebody has been very inactive and, not done any exercise, if you then go and do something very, very strenuous all of a sudden, in order to accommodate that exercise, these blood vessels have to stretch and, you can cause injury. So my advice always is to somebody who is inactive, who's just starting out, start low and go slow. So start with something, you can start with walking, increase it to a brisk walk, gradually increase it to a jog. The Couch to 5K app is really good because it takes you from walking to jogging. But particularly people who are older, just be reserved at the start. Build your way up to strenuous exercise and then it's fine. Can a vegan diet be good for heart health? A vegan diet can be good for heart health. It can also be terrible for heart health. So it's not about the vegan diet, it's about what you actually eat within that. So you could eat French fries and Oreo cookies and you would be eating vegan, but obviously you wouldn't be eating a diet that is good for your health. So vegan can be healthy, being an omnivore can be healthy, being vegetarian can be healthy, being a pescatarian, all of these diets can be healthy. It's about what you put in and it's about trying to eat good, healthy fats, lots of fruit and vegetables, and limiting processed foods and foods that are high in salt and sugar as much as possible. Does exercise have more impact on your heart at different times of the day? Well, I think the important thing to say about exercise is just that you do it. And if you're the sort of person that has that energy or has the opportunity to exercise first thing in the morning, do it first thing in the morning. If you feel that you've got more energy in the evening and it helps you de-stress and wind down in the evening, do it in the evening or the middle of the day. It doesn't really make much of a difference what time you exercise. It's much more important that you do it. Couple of additional things to mention. I think there are some additional benefits to exercising earlier in the day, in that when you exercise, particularly if you do muscle strengthening exercise, it can help sort of boost your metabolism throughout the whole day. So that can help. But also people who have difficulty sleeping, if you exercise in the couple of hours before you go to bed at night, it can, in some people, mean that you're less likely to be able to get off to sleep. So, if you sleep fine, it doesn't matter. But if you're struggling with your sleeping, it might be best to do it a little bit earlier in the day. What's the best way to protect your heart when you have a sedentary job? Now, I'm glad somebody's asked this because we talk a lot about exercise and activity and getting as many minutes in where we get our heart rates up and get a little bit out of breath. That is important. But what's also important is that we reduce the amount of time we spend being sedentary. So when you're at work, for example, if you work in an office, there are little things that can make a difference. So making sure the waste paper bin is too far away for you to reach it, so you've got to get up, drinking loads of water, so you've got to pee more often. How about, rather than sending that email to the person at the other side of the room, getting up and getting into the habit of actually going to speak to them? But also standing more, so standing meetings and just standing at your desk. So if you were to stand for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, throughout the year, by doing that, you'd burn as many additional calories in that year as if you ran 10 marathons. Because you do it so frequently, even though it's a small change, it adds up to a lot. So I hope you found something in there that's helpful for you, and good luck with looking after your heart.